Hello, good evening everybody. We are very happy to be here. Thank you Leena for introducing us here, and this is becoming a very important event and moment, everything in this stage over here in Hyderabad. So I'm happy for Anveshi and Iflu. I would like to thank everybody. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I've been in the film industry as a women assistant director, associate director after studying, as the introduction was given. So that was my experience, and had the best of guidance and safety measures given to me by all the film directors and productions. Therefore, I was able to travel and progress in this industry. So that is my experience. But the overall, the conditions were in contrast and contradictory. That is what I came to understand after meeting Eswari. So I've been in this industry for quite some years, but I was part of the association, Directors Association. But the fact that going into an association and being part of the conversations and meeting was not happening at all, because some sort of communication gap was there, or maybe I was hesitant as a women assistant director. What can I do, or what should, or maybe I was shy enough to go sit in that big body of the association itself, to sit in conversation or communication. What was it doing? Maybe that didn't communicate to me at all. So for past so many years, and then recently, about a few years back, I thought, yeah, I should connect back to the association. So I was seriously trying and asking everybody, how do I go back and be a little more active? And maybe the social media is giving us that awareness, networking and meeting others. Maybe that was an important, situation which wanted me to connect back to the big film industry. Though I was doing projects consistently, I'm there in the industry meeting people, PC Shram sir projects. So all that is happening. Also my guest lecture has been happening in the industry. My connect is absolutely fine. So in this situation, Eswari came to me and she said, I think we should have an association for women. And it was very nice. I thought it was very effective. I said, yeah, we should all have one place to sit and talk, give support to each other, and also to knowing the other. So after so many years, I hardly know any women technicians. Of course, I knew Geeta Guruppa as a technician. I have worked with her in projects. I know Fauzia Fatima from the time she's been, assistant camera woman, and then she's become a camera woman. So very few technicians here and there, and very few directors coming up. So this was the situation there. And in this situation, I'm able to, she's saying, let's have an association for women. Fine, that's cool, very nice. So I was really excited, and I want to take that initiative forward in my best supportive way. Okay. So with that introduction, I want Eswari to, share her thoughts, how she actually came up with this idea, and then we will show you some of the events which we were able to put, and how we have moved forward, connecting in the core film industry, the FEFC, the body of filmmakers. I'll come back. I want Eswari to tell her thoughts. We have some video. I will then explain how we are doing other activities.
Thank you, everyone. I will read some. SIFWA has started with the inspiration of a person, Kandamal, right activist who fought for the off-screen labor in film industry. Gandhamal was working as a maid servant to clean vessels in a production house. She was given 3 times meals per day for hard work. She was the first person to questioning money for her labor. Her questioning made the management fire her from the service. These conditions, protesting against the off-screen labor made her start an organization named South Indian Film Women's Association. This association was started with the demand for 1 rupee salary. This show that the film management was not ready to give that 1 rupee salary for the working class people in the film industry. This same condition can be seen among assistant directors too. 10 years old assistant directors are given opportunities, do not create movies on their own, and that basic the assistant directors throughout the starting an association. In starting the management of providing spread the camera and library etc. Later on it is found that there are no basic faculties for other women employees like a babysitter, green room and mobile toilets etc. To reach the entire film women community, we started for SIFWA on May 1, 2018. Women are not allowed in many areas of film industry among 24 crafts. Women are not allowed in makeup and stunt union, light women and cooks. SIFWA is working for all these basic issues for off screen. SIFWA has not rejected to itself to do the issues of film industry, green lens, but it is also questioning for all social issues like Pollachi sexual harassments and Me Too and many other social issues. So it started for the SIFWA. So very important for the SIFWA. So I am actually Tamil பேசலாம். ஸோ வந்து என்ன இப்போ வந்து இப்போ எல்லா விஷயங்களையும் பார்த்தா வந்து 24 கிராஸ்ன்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. இங்கே 24 கிராஸில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒளிப்பதிவாளர்கள் இருக்காங்க, டேரக்டர்ஸ் இருக்கிறாங்க, செட் ஆர்ட் டேரக்டர்ஸ் இருக்கிறாங்க. பட் சில யூனியன்ஸில் வந்து பெண்கள் அலோடே பண்ணுறது கிடையாது. ஸோ அந்த அலோடு படாத நிறைய துறைகள் வந்து இருக்குதாங்க. அதில் மேக்கப்பில் வந்து இன்ன வரையும் வந்து பார்த்தா அவங்க யாருமே ஃபார்ம்ஸ் கொடுக்குறதே கிடையாது. ஸோ நாட் அலோட் த ஃபார்ம்ஸ். ஸோ பானு இந்த பில் மூவ் பண்ணி தான் அவங்க வந்து இந்த ஒர்க்கை வந்து அவங்க வந்து தக்க வைக்கிறாங்க ஆக்சுவலாக. ஸோ அப்படி தான் வந்துட்டு இவங்க வந்து ஃபார்ம்ஸே கொடுக்குறது கிடையாது. ஸோ அப்போ காந்தமால் இந்த காக்கா முட்டை பாட்டி இந்த ஆக்டர்ஸ் இஸ் வெரி இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங் ஃபார் ஸ்டென்ட். ஸோ மோர் தென் 300 films, so only the group also, but not provided the forms. So very more talented in the stunt union girls is available, but it's not use it. So only for the throughout the unions and still photographs also not allowed. Even on the SIFWA, one girl came to me and tell her I am interested in the still photographer. How can I? But even go and asking, so no, that's not provided. Only men also still photographers. So the process is going on. But the SIFWA and handle this case. One movie the opportunity get it, but it's not allowed in the FFC. So there's some problems is going on. So even though the SIFWA the members has come and one the stunt union girls, but it's not allowed in this industry. But makeups also women and cooking also women, but industries is not avoided for. So all those things, இந்த மாதிரியான விஷயங்கள் நாங்கள் ஒவ்வொரு எல்லா யூனியன்லையும் பேசிகிட்டே இருக்கோம் நாங்கள். அப்புறம் நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்து மீ டூ மூமெண்ட்டை உட்கார வச்சு நாங்கள் பேசும்போது எல்லாருமே அகேன்ஸ்ட் ஹோல் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி அகேன்ஸ்ட் அண்ட் ரிட்டன் ஆல்சோ. ஸோ எவ்ரி இந்த SIFWA is handled the many more cases also. One girl at the midnight 12 o'clock. So one guy slapped. Then we went to police station 12 o'clock at the time, at the night. So every handle the past 1 year. So we all handle these cases only, the harassments, and even not provided toilet also. So mobile toilet is not provided. How can? ஸோ எல்லாருமே ஒர்க் பண்ணுறவங்க எல்லாருமே 2 kilometers போயிட்டு தான் அவங்க வந்து தன்னுடைய ரெஸ்ட் ரூம்க்கே போக முடியும். ஸோ மற்றவங்களுக்கு இவ்வளோ பிரச்சனை இருக்கும்போது ஒரு டேரக்டர்ஸ்க்கு இல்லை மற்றவங்களுக்கு என்ன நீங்கள் ஒரு சிம்பிள் ஃபெசிலிட்டியே கூட நீங்கள் செஞ்சு கொடுக்கல. நீங்கள் ஒரு மினிமம் மொபைல் டாய்லெட் ஆக்சுவலாக. ஸோ இப்போ தான் வந்து பெப்சியில் வந்து இதை பற்றியான ஒரு அக்கறையே வருது அவங்களுக்கு. ஸோ நம்ம பேச பேச தான் வந்து அந்த விஷயங்கள் வந்து அக்கறை படுறாங்க. அப்புறம் வந்து the so many the dances in dances 200 or something, the big budget so 200s, but not provide the green room, so only the open space they will change the dress. And the babysitter is not allowed. So the slave, the assistant directors are slaves to not 10 to 6 jobs, not, but only 24 hours job. But I have a child also. I have a child. Then how can? So this problems is going on entirely, I think. So இந்த பிரச்சனைகள்லாம் நம்ம வந்து உட்கார்ந்து பேசுகிறோம். நாங்கள் பேசி மற்றவங்களுக்கு புரிய வைக்கிறோம். நாங்கள் ஸோ ஐ வில் எக்ஸ்பிளைன்டு. ஸோ how can they solve the problem? But some the members not interested in our associations, no, so afraid. So நான் வந்து படம் பண்ணணும். I am a single, so I am not coming this far. சிங்கிள் வார்த்தை கூட அவங்க வந்து எடுத்து பேசக்கூடிய நிலைமையில இன்னைக்கு கிடையாது. ஸோ அந்த நிலைமையில தான் இன்னைக்கு வந்து பெண்கள் இருக்கிறாங்க இன்னைக்கு. ஸோ அப்போலாம் நம்ம வந்து ஒரு அசோசியேஷன்ஸாக இந்த சின்மை ஆல்சோ டோல்ட் எஸ்டர்டே, பட் த அசோசியேஷன்ஸ் வில் சப்போர்ட், பட் ஷே இன்ட்ரெஸ்டட் இஸ் நாட் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டட். அப்போ the press meet conduct only SIFWA also conduct, not சின்மை. ஸோ ஆல் த சிட்டிங் எல்லாத்தையும் நான் கூப்பிட்டு என்ன பாதிக்கப்பட்டிருக்கோம் எல்லாத்தையும் நீங்கள் வாங்க நாங்கள் பேசுங்க நீங்கள் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு ஓப்பன் வேவ் நாங்கள் கொடுக்குறோம். அவங்க வந்து அதுக்கு தயார் நிலையில் இல்லை. ஸோ அதை தான் சொல்கிறோம். அப்போ வந்து ஒரு பெண் வந்து தனியாகவே நீங்கள் எவ்வளோ நாள் நீங்கள் குரல் கொடுத்துட்டே இருக்கும் போது இங்கே வந்து டேமேஜ் பண்ணிட்டு தான் இருப்பாங்க. ஸோ ஒரு அசோசியேஷன்ஸ் வந்து இட்ஸ் வெரி பவர்ஃபுல். இந்த அசோசியேஷனோட பவர்ஸ் வந்து உணரலை அப்படின்னா இது தனிநபர்களுடைய குரலாகவே ஒழிச்சுக்கிட்டே இருக்கும் என்றைக்குமே. இதுக்கான சால்வன்ஸ் கிடையாதுங்க. ஸோ அதை தான் நம்ம வந்து தொடர்ந்து சொல்கிறோம். இப்போ வந்து பார்த்தா மீ2 இஷ்யூவில் வந்து பார்த்தா இன்னைக்கு சொல்லக்கூடிய நிறைய விஷயங்கள் வந்து இப்போ பொள்ளாச்சி இஷ்யூவில் வந்து 2773 பெண்கள் வந்து பாதிக்கப்பட்டிருக்குன்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. இன்னைக்கு மீ2 இஷ்யூவில் எத்தனை பேர்த்த நீங்கள் வாய் அடைச்சிங்க மீமிஸ் போட்டு கிரியேட் பண்ணி. ஸோ வாய் அடைச்சது தான் உண்மை. அப்போது அங்கே ப்ரெஸ் மீட்லேயும் சரி வந்து பார்த்தா கேவலமான கேள்விகள். ஸோ அவ்வளோ பெஸ்ட்டான கேள்விகள். நீ எங்கே தங்கியிருந்த, எவ்வளோ நேரம் இருந்திருந்த, ஸோ மெனி கொஸ்டின்ஸ் அரைவ். ஸோ அதெல்லாம் நான் ஹேண்டில் பண்ணோம் நாங்கள். அப்போ இன்றைக்கி பொள்ளாச்சி இஷ்யூ வரும்போது ஏன் நீங்கள் இதுக்கு குரல் கொடுத்தவங்க ஏன் அதுக்கு குரல் கொடுக்கல, இதுக்கே குரல் கொடுக்க விடலையே நீங்கள். எல்லாத்தையும் வந்து மீடியாஸ் ஃபுல் கண்ட்ரோல்டு. ஸோ எல்லாம் அப்பர் ஹேண்ட்ஸு ஓபிஎஸ் இபிஎஸ். ஸோ ஒன்லி ஹேண்டர்க் வைரமுத்து ஆல்சோ அண்ட் எவ்ரி திங். ஹியர் ஆல்சோ பொள்ளாச்சி ஆல்சோ வந்து ஏடிஎம்கே பார்ட்டி ஜெயராமன் சன் அண்ட் எவ்ரி திங். ஸோ ஹேண்டர் திங்ஸ். ஸோ இந்த பொது சமூகத்திலேயே வந்து ஒரு அப்பர் ஹேண்டு தான் வந்து ரோல் பண்ணுது. இங்கேயும் பார்த்தா ஒரு அப்பர் ஹேண்ட் தான் ரோல் பண்ணுது. இதெல்லாம் எதிர்த்து ஸோ ஒரு மூமெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து இஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். த அசோசியேஷன் இஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ஸோ தட்ஸ் ஒன்லி மை எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ். ஸோ தேங்க்யூ.
We have some videos of our various events. First we will watch that, then I will explain what. Yeah. Okay, so she was mostly talking about the necessity of the union, the association itself. So there's no point in the individual woman or girl fighting. So she is basically a journalist. She's done a law also. She's a social activist. So she totally understands the big role of what is association needed in the society. So she's been an initiator constantly fighting for all the sexual harassment cases. Okay, so then trying to reach through the individual film industry body. See, we have all the unions. They are very strong in their own context and concerns. The various crafts, 22, 24 crafts of the industry is there. They are very strong. They've been there for a lot of industry, and the system for men is very strong there, so they do not allow any woman as a member into the body at all. So even in 2019, I am able to make only this statement. So it is only either a legal fight. I think as an association from the industry, they've been used to some traditional practices Of course, that reflects in the filmmaking also, which we are all the time analyzing, criticizing the way the woman is portrayed on screen, right? So off screen, the roles given are, yeah, I always look at the big industry of the actress women. We can easily connect to the film on screen also. We see mother, daughter, lover, okay, some official doing characters, right? This is how the society is able to see women on screen, okay? So there are a lot of women on screen, right? Dancers, the group dancers. So these are the images a common society is able to see. So there are a lot of women actually. Maybe I came into filmmaking seeing a lot of women on screen, right? So I have seen a lot of women sing. I have seen a lot of strong women characters on screen with various economic backdrops and all the struggles. Whatever the society is there, I'm able to reflect. Beyond all, what we are trying to see is how the girl is used as a commodity, right? In terms of costumes, in terms of the role she is playing on the screen. So these are the focusing point we are keeping when we talk about films. When we talk about films, cinema na idana. This is what is the reflection beyond the role, the strong characters based movies. We are only trying to highlight these points, right? So this is there one part, and this is also reflecting in the industry. So there are a lot of women on screen, but behind the screen, when we go to work, I think the tradition of hairdresser is been quite strong. So there are a lot of hairdressers there. Okay, we can see that. And now in this after 90s, we see a lot of assistant directors as women into the industry. So they are there. One or two women as technicians, as I already told about, sound engineer, Geeta Gurappa, cameraman. They were all trained in various institutions and they were there successfully in their life. So beyond which, getting into the associations, into the various unions is very, very difficult. So that initiative, the SIFWA has been doing. That's what she's been telling. We are reaching every union to explain the need. Why don't you give us, that sort of recognition, the license. We are working hard. We are working day and night, and it needs little more skill and patience. And it is a lot of other. The family, without the family, we have to come out and we have to work. So a lot of other things are there based on the women working in the industry. So give us the recognition. So we go to every union and tell the necessity that women are also playing very important role in all the crafts. Right? So that is one way of looking at it. Another way how we are taking SIFWA forward is there are very few crafts which the women are easily pulled into. They are performing well, progressing well in very few crafts behind the camera. So what about the other crafts? So there are a lot of other crafts which we are, one by one they are coming. Here one production designers there, so those sort of other crafts also we are trying to bring awareness, trying to build more women into the industry. So that role we are doing. She also missed a point saying we are coming with the very effective magazines which are written by women in the industry. Yeah, this is one of a kind of in film industry where it is a magazine written by all the women who are in the industry. So we write about our stories. What is our experience? How do we look at the society? What is the difference between women in films and outside films? So there are a lot of connecting issues. When we went meeting some of the technicians, they started saying, hey, all these issues are in common society also. So why do you want an association? How would you differentiate between a social problem and a women working in film industry? Because women working in film industry is different. It's a different task altogether. Different commitment altogether, right? So you are bringing all the same issues as we find in newspapers and all the other, so beyond which we are trying to say, no, we need more safety, we need more guidance. We need recognition more than that. For all the hard work we are putting, we need recognition. That is more important, right? So that is what we be making statement. And as Padmapriya was telling, we have lots of members who are very active in the film industry, women film industry, as technicians, associate, everything they are there. But when we call them, come, face into the event, only very few girls come out as the face of the SIFWA, because they perform in their own rights, but to come and stand as a SIFWA for all its initiative. Maybe they are scared that we are talking about Me Too, maybe they are also scared, other things. We are asking for our rights. That itself is very, scary. So they don't want to come into that area, but they are performing individually here and there. And our Me Too campaign SIFWA was very actively, we've done a lot of, media we have addressed, we've spoken about it. I have spoken with Chinmayi for Facebook. One-to-one, we were there, I think we were the only industry representatives who supported Me Too. We were the only industry-based body we supported Me Too. And thanks to all of them, Leena was there, Chinmayi was there, Sri Ranjani was there, she's a TV anchor. She also had some addition. We had Lakshmi Ramakrishna was supported, and later she also had come up with a lot of Me Too. So I think we are doing very fine. And I want to thank all the mentors in industry at this time, because P.C. Sriram sir, he comes anytime he calls. He comes for inauguration events. He's there. So we need some mentors in the industry. We have Revati ma'am who mentors us. She's always there for us, guides us. She said, any skill development you want, I'm there. So she was there for our inauguration. We have Rohini ma'am who supports us. She's there. We keep in touch with her. So these are the few. We have Ambika ma'am who's also director, and we have a lot of lyric writers in our SIFWA, who has written for Kala. We have prominent, very, very well-known writers. We are proud to have an art director who's got a lot of awards, like Jayashri is there. We have Geeta Guroba who comes and voices for us. Yeah, the need for association. She's proud to be in our association. So we have a lot of young talents who are here, who comes and talks the need for the solidarity, right? And only thing I'm saying is recognize, right, all the efforts and the safety. So I have a point of view where I say, yeah, I have been given some safety to be here, and we will support and give that sort of safety for the other girls to come and work here. Another way of looking at it is we find jobs, we find projects for them. So whenever there is actor required, assistant director required, production, casting, so any sort of industry-based informations, it is available with us in our group. So they connect with each other very easily. Yeah. So other than that, we also focus on skill development. We organize, you come for we have some filmmakers talking. So the girls come, they get some information, they know how to move about. So equally it is about filmmaking, the job, the profession. So we balance both. So we also have these activism, even for ban Sterlite, we voiced for it. So we are aware of the social awareness, what the society needs also, and we also understand all these other things. Only some video, please. Just 5 minutes for video. I'll just tell what it is. Sound.
ஒரு போராட்டமான வாழ்க்கையை தான் பெண்கள் சமைச்சுட்டு இருக்காங்க.
மட்டும் இல்லை, இருக்கிற எல்லா பெண்களுமே வந்து ஒழுங்குதலுக்கு தினமும் ஆளாயிட்டு இருக்கோம். ஏன்னா இந்த ஒழுங்குதல் என்பது ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளப்பட்ட ஒழுங்கமா இருக்கு. அதுதான் ரொம்ப முக்கியமானது. ஆன்லைன்ல நம்ம இவ்வளவு நாளா ரொம்ப பேசிட்டோம். நம்ம பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூல இருந்து ரொம்ப கருத்து சொல்லிட்டோம். இனிமே நம்ம பாயிண்டா இருக்க வேண்டியது சவுத் இந்தியன் ஃபிலிம் விமென்ஸ் அசோசியேஷன் பேச வேண்டிய காலம். சாஸ்திரம், சடங்கு, சம்பிரதாயம், பண்பாடு, கலாச்சாரம், நாகரிகம், இந்த எல்லா பேராலையும் பெண்கள் அடிமைப்படுத்தப்படுறாங்க. ஒன்றிணைக்கிறது சாதாரண விஷயம் கிடையாது. நினைச்சு பார்க்கலாம், இவ்வளவு பெருசா வளர்த்துட்டு வரணும்னு நினைச்சோம். ஆனா நாங்க எதிர்பார்த்தோட நம்ம பெண் படைப்பாளிகள் நிறைய வரணும். பெண்களுக்கான கல்வி சொல்லப்படணும். பாத்திரம் செய்கிறவங்க நேற்று அந்த படைப்பாளி கல்வி இயக்குனர் வரைக்கும் எல்லாரும் ஒண்ணு அப்படிங்கிற சமத்துவத்தை நாம மற்ற 24 வருஷத்துக்கு கற்றுக்கொண்டிருக்கோம்.
He's a legal lawyer for the association.
உங்க எல்லாருக்கும் நானும் இந்த பாதையில உங்க கூட நடக்கிறதுக்கு and always there.
Other people, so 2 minutes, just 3 minutes. This, the Women Association celebration, we made it in FEFC, the body of film industry. We have just one more heroine, like Pandiyamma, who is called Ka. Yeah, the story is very interesting. Yeah, she is the one Eswari spoke about, the woman in stunt union. She's not given the association membership at all. She's done as double body for about 300 films. In stunt action. Not in stunt. Kaka Motte is a famous one. So she's saying in one of the incident, it's a scene where the cylinder has to blast and she had to play the double there. I played it. But still we are telling there's no recognition. She's not there in stunt union. Five of them asked, I believe. There were 5 other women, 4 other women who asked for membership in stunt union. They were not given. She sings very well. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving us this great opportunity to connect with your other associations. When they call it a WCC, come, yes, we have to be. Thank you.